Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Season 11. We're here with Round 1. It's a brand new day for the Sim Racing Alliance. It's going to be a little bit more punishing out here during qualifying.
It's definitely a hard one here. It's what it's like. It's very, very punishing.
For all the way in Germany, this will be the first time we see this in the team series here. This is a track where you will be driving the track, not as much driving the drivers on the track.
Very brave is the Ferrari to get the move done.
He does get the position done.
Oh, huge contact, and they're both going to go around. It's going to be a huge move up the inside.
He's been using every bit of the track.
Pedal to the metal, foot to the floor.
And we're off and away for SRA.
Welcome to SRA, Season 12, Division 5, Round 5, in Wet Bull Ring, in the wet, so, Wet Bull Ring. Brought to you, we have Q Master as always. We got a guest tonight, Martin Riggs.
Glad to be here.
This will be a dramatic night, I believe. A pretty short track, quite a bit of elevation train, a lot of heavy braking in the wet, so visibility is going to be a luxury. Let's look at the standing. After 4 races, this will be a 5th race, correct? So we are led by Matt Kirkland in the Mercedes, but I have news tonight as he won't be racing with us. So his 36-point lead is gonna get shrunk quite a bit, I believe. And then we have Caleb Tanny in the Mustang, and then we have Mark Markson. Caleb is fighting on the podium. It's a silver driver, know that. So that will be quite a change. So let me look real quick. I believe. Let me look real quick before I say lies. Who did the coach pick? Where's the coach? I think Townsend is a pick. Let's see. So the coach picked Merck Merson, our current P3 on the leader, and Townsend on the silver driver. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Austin Townsend is the current 5th on the silver standing. Let's go.
Looks like he's in 6th actually.
Is it 6? Oh, good call.
Yeah.
But coach got faith apparently. So on the team standing, we got baseline Stardust Racing, but as I mentioned, Matt Kirtland is not going to be with us tonight, but they have a comfortable gap of 153 points to unbelievable. Great name. But between P2 3, it's quite close. There's only about 30 points. About 30 points. That is very catchable with 2 drivers and 1 race.
It's still early enough too, man.
That's right.
Competition can be heating up. It's anybody's game still, especially with Kirkland out tonight.
Yep, we are only halfway through the season, this being the 5th race. Let's go through the track real quick. So to Wet Bull Ring in Austria, 4.3 kilometers, about 2.6 freedom unit. It's wet tonight, 10 turns. Not really 10 turns, to be honest. Turn 2 doesn't really count in my head. But uphill long braking, T1, diving spot, definitely. On exit on the outside, a lot of sausage, but you're not allowed to cross the sausage. Your car's not wide enough for that. But you have a lot of runoff in case you blew the braking. Down the straight to turn 2. Turn 2 is not really a turn for GT3 cars. We got plenty of downforce even in the wet. Long braking to turn 3, tight hairpin again, another diving spot. Go to uphill and then down again into sector 2 into turn 4. About 150 meters or so of braking. Downhill right turn long trail prone to oversteer. If you go out, it's going to be gravel and you're going to be building a sandcastle, especially hairy in the wet. Turn 5 is flat. 6, you dab the brake, turn left, conclude your second sector, down hill into turn 7, quick flick to the left and then quick flick to the right, turn 7 and 8, up and then downhill again to turn 9. Turn 9 is really gonna be hard to overtake. That would also be our pit entry. Hard to overtake, but you can lose a lot of time here because turn 9 and 10 is quite quick. It's a high-speed corner. Turn 10, there's gonna be a compression right after the apex. If you can use it correctly, time gain. If you don't use it correctly, you may not be pointing the right way. That would be concluding our track and bring us back to our finish straight. And our driver are leaving the pit right now for...
So where do you think I don't know this track very well, but where do you think our overtaking opportunities are tonight? Because I understand that this is a pretty fast track.
It is. It's short track, so definitely keep an eye on turn 1, turn 3, and 4. Those are heavy braking zone from a long straight. So, and especially notorious for turn 4 is understeering out if you, and long enough for car to side by side for probably 2.5 seconds together. So if someone have a slight issue with car controlled or just got a little ambitious, very easy to get in trouble. Very easy.
All right.
Let's see. Oh, let me go back. I'll turn on the track map. Whoopsie. Oh, my window got funny.
All right, we actually have Townsend out front, looking like he's about to start his first flying lap.
All right, Townsend. Uh-oh, I did not have that map correct. Let me switch that. Where's the map? Circuit map. There we go. He's leading the pack, coming down to turn 4. Let's hop on board.
So if I'm looking at my weather right, it looks like our conditions might be getting a little bit worse here in the next 10 minutes, which could be bad news for our gold drivers.
Oh, that is not fun. Usually gold is the bunch who has the advantage, but not tonight, I suppose.
Yep. Rain is always the great equalizer, except when it's not equal and the conditions are changing.
To me, that statement never makes sense in my head. It's always a crapshoot.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Not to me, at least. It's more Russian roulette to everyone. See if you get a good luck, better luck, or worse luck.
I think that's fair.
I'm up to turn 1.
Ooh.
Very cautious on the throttle. I wonder if he is braking a little too late. So Townsend got a 34.7. Pretty good lap. The track drive from traffic, but right before the rain get worse. That would be the best lap time that would happen.
Yeah, probably 2 laps from now.
Yep. Because the gap is still quite quick, quite large actually, between P1 and 2. That's full 5/10, half second gap. And Townsend's improving about a 10th. Oh, I cursed the man. He lost that in turn 6. I'm going on to Caleb Tanny, our second driver, I believe, on the overall standing. Coming to turn 7 and 8.
Yep.
About 6/10 gain. Down into turns 9. Not a lot of exit curb, but you cannot use those curb under braking also. 8/10 up, almost 9/10. That would get him pole maybe. Almost 1/100th away from Townsend. What a lap from Townsend. Very good lap from Caleb as well. Onto Lorenzo. Coming down into T1. Ooh, he may have traffic. Who's in front of Lorenzo? Let's see. That would be Di Maio.
That's definitely not what you want to see in the wet. Especially, it's bad enough in the dry, being stuck behind somebody in quali, but when you can't see as well.
Yeah, the visibility really suffers. He's not aborting though. There we go. Abort.
Yeah.
He got to get that gap back. He has gap behind him too. He should use that. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, he has plenty of space behind him.
I'm gonna hop on with Steven Sarver into finishing sector 2 in Costco car. 6/10, 7/10 up. Coming up full seconds maybe. That would get him onto the front row maybe? No, quite. Second row that would get him.
Looks like Farrell might be coming up on some traffic as well.
Sarver maybe eyeing for pole here. That would be 2/10 on top of pole. There you go. 10th and a half. But Townsend is ready to reply for that. Coming down to end of sector 1 into turn 3. Excellent turn in for the apex. He currently is 4/10 up. That would give him 3/10, so 10th and a half margin on top of Sarver. Gentle exit, short shift, exiting 6. Lost a teeny bit of time, but still have plenty to take pole. Use all the exit curb, but oh, that's turtle curb. Is he gonna lose his margin? He's draining his delta. Is it gonna be enough? Maybe, barely not.
Oh, that's
tight.
So close. That's always a frustrating one to have such a great lap and to lose it all right there at the end.
Last turn. Yep. He got one more lap though. So let's see if he can pull it together. He just maybe have 2 more laps actually. Yes, he has 2. So he invalidated this lap, exit of turn 1. But he had 1 more after this. I'm gonna go on to
let's hope he has enough fuel.
That is true.
Done that before.
Yup. You got an extra lap that you didn't account for, and you just burned your chance.
Yes.
Alejandro right now.
Oh, we have somebody off track right now.
That would be 162. Looking for that.
Lorenzo.
That'll be Lorenzo. Right before turn 10.
Not sure what happened there.
Nope, not quite. Oh, Movo is on chat with us. That's cool. Just gonna watch how the weather get worse for you guys. I mean, the 10 minutes about to be up, so. Let's see who has a good improvement. Let's do Carl. Currently, oh, I cursed the man. It's advantage. Got cursed away. I'm gonna hop back on board with Townsend. He's about to start his last lap.
Can he find that last 200th of a second that he needs in order to put it back on provisional pole?
Pretty tidy. Down to turn 2. Oh, he braked a little too early.
Oh,
That was a lot too early, not just little. Down into 4. He lost 6/10 in turn 3.
ooh.
That was a lot. Not making up any more in turn 4 and 5. Yeah, I think he's done. It would be really miracle to pull out another 7/10 in half when half the lap's gone. Our gold drivers are slowly trickling out of the pit lane. Let's see, 805. Who's 805? That is Tanny.
That's Tinny. How's he looking? Does he have a shot?
Small improvement. He need more than 1 full tank to gain 1 spot.
I mean, he's basically either going to stay where he's at or he's putting it on pole. There really isn't much in between there.
Yep. It's only 200th.
Look tidy.
Good improvement, but doesn't look enough. Not quite,
Yep.
not quite. But they'll give him a little bit more room for the gold drivers to slot in, so improvement is still good. Hopping on board with Sean, the driver who's leading the pack of gold driver. I wonder if the weather had gotten worse for realsy.
Showing the same conditions, but you know how ACC is.
The weather update is not very responsive.
It's not, to put it mildly.
Yeah, so. Or maybe just the sheer amount of traffic can equalize the weather. So.
There's definitely still a solid dry line on track that we can see.
It does look like that, yep. So let me look over cap. We have 25 drivers tonight. Pretty much half and half. 13 silver and 12 gold. So pretty even split. The field's not the biggest. We had a break before, the week before, and it's wet race. Wet race usually have a slightly less turnout. Hey Alex. Are you not driving tonight?
All right, let's see where our first gold drivers put it on.
Oh, not bad. First lap.
Okay.
Merckson took pole immediately with 2/10 margin.
Yep.
That is a coach's pick, so.
If conditions have gotten worse, it's certainly not affecting our gold drivers just yet.
Yep. So coach's pick this week is looking good. Merckson, professional pole, and then we have Austin Townsend currently P3 in second row as well, so. I'm gonna get on with Thomas Ma. Oh, actually, I'm gonna stay on Sean. 2/10 up into sector 2, turn 5 and 6.
All right. 2/10 up would put him in our top 5.
Nah, that man's looking at front row.
Front row or bust.
Yep. He's definitely not even just front row. Maybe he's threatening Merkson's pole position. He definitely may have enough, but second row for sure. Oh, that is so comfortable pole position. That with a massive margin. Let's see if Merkson has a reply to that with a 3/10 gap.
Not this lap.
Not this lap, that's right.
Thomas Mopp rounding out our top 5 right now with a solid lap. Let's see what the rest of our gold drivers can do.
Movo finishing the lap in turn 9. Half a second up. That would be quite a spot gain.
Yeah.
From 14th to 9th. 5 spots. Cleef? Uh-oh. I just cursed the man. He just dumped all his delta. Let's look at DK.
There goes Merkson. He just
Invalidated, looks like.
Invalidated this lap.
Yep. DK right now is 10th and a half up. Oh, Movo is 3/10 up. Coming into turn 4.
We still haven't seen a change in weather conditions.
We have not. That is weird.
Yeah. It's still constantly saying 10 minutes away.
It's always 10 minutes away. 3.5 up by Mofo we're on board with. That would gain him, 4, maybe 5 spot.
Let's see if he can finish it out.
A little bit wide for 9. Yep, he lost some time on 9. Gain a teeny back on 10. P5, pretty good game still. Harville, a driver who has been promoted from D6 earlier than most would. 4/10 up. Downhill braking wide into turn 4. Missed apex. Lost about 2/10 probably before turn 6.
I gotta say, that is a blindingly white livery
That
he
is.
has going.
It may blend in the spray if you're looking at it from the rear, to be honest.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard one to see in a car that's already hard to see the brake lights on. And by hard, I mean impossible to see the 992s.
Yep.
It's frustrating.
That rear light is an
least.
extra
No.
DLC, unannounced DLC. 6/10 up.
I would pay anything for
To see those taillights.
Take all my money to be able to see those taillights clear as day.
7/10 up from Hartfield, right into second row P3. Excellent lap, sir. All right, who's still up? McMurson slightly up. Actually, McMurson is eyeing for the pole again, threatening Sean's lap. Sean's have a slight improvement over his own lap. May or may not be enough to defend him from McMurson.
He's also closing in on Sean.
Oh, he is. You're right. So Sean can just abort and impede, technically. It's not right to do so, but if you accidentally do that, you get to keep your spot.
Stewards might have something to say about that, but yes.
But your lap is validated. It's still, if you didn't have track limit, you're not obligated to yield. So Ooh, it looks like Merckson lost some of Delta, so Sean. Not quite.
I like to think that we have competitive enough people here that nobody's going to do that. They're going to want to improve on their time.
They have one more lap. Going to Hernandez. 3.5 tenths up. 4 spot maybe? 3 spots. Into P10.
So far, we've still got a good mix of silvers in the top 10 there.
Yep, actually, you're right.
Oh.
We got pockets of silver everywhere.
Merson hit that inside curve there.
Oof.
On T1, and I think that probably cost him.
That's wrecked him. 4 tenths down. He's not coming back from 4 tenths.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't see deltas, but.
Yeah, you can. In race control on top, which page are you looking at?
Just the live timing.
You should be able to see qualifying best on race
there
control.
It is. Okay,
Yeah.
It wasn't for whatever reason it wasn't letting me switch pages earlier.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah, but so they're all down except DK. DK is the only driver who has his time up. That was before I cursed the man. He's still up, but at last now.
It's okay. He was doing better until I looked at it.
I think he's driving in the bonnet view, because that man is not using his wiper. I can't see anything through the windshield.
Oh,
half a tenth up. That would be a spot.
Turn.
Yeah.
All right. There's our qualifiers.
Pretty good. We got a big pockets of silver and gold, pretty well mixed here. So we got 2.5 minutes for our drivers to load their setup, getting ready for their weather. So as this goes, I'm going to run the sponsor.
A huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documise, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documise.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, a North American-based gaming company that provides accessories for your favourite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Track Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Track Racer's high-quality sim rigs and accessories. Use code SRATE at checkout to support us. Armamentario, a toolbox for ACC that will enhance your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. AT 3D Sim Shop. Upgrade your sim racing experience today with premium 3D printed accessories featuring precision crafted magnetic shifters, sleek cable management solutions, versatile stream deck mounts, and immersive dashboard displays. Their innovative designs enhance performance and style, elevate every lap with top-tier quality and craftsmanship at at3d.net. Go Setups, premium esports setups for everybody. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive to the next level. Castle and Cauldron, a home-based crafting business specializing in handmade Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts, and Fairy World collectibles. Magic wands, potions, mini dioramas, wall decor, costumery, cosplay, and much more. Castle and Cauldron is where crafting meets the magical. Visit facebook.com/Castle Cauldron. And from KP Concepts, your source for custom automotive renderings, graphic design, and printing. We spend countless hours making you look all good for the spectacle. Check out kpconcepts.com for more.
And we're back.
All right.
Off to our formation lap. So Martin said This is Division 5, and our Division 3 race looks like it's dry, yeah?
Yep.
That-
That's what I'm hearing. So
that-
I'm definitely glad I'm not participating tonight.
Yeah. I believe a lot. I think always, every wet race, we just gonna expect wet, and there would be a good chunk of driver don't have a setup for dry, or not as a setup, but prepare for dry tire. If it start raining midway, also it can happen.
Yes.
A lot of drivers are not gonna be happy to have the entirely wrong compound setup for the car.
No, and it's sort of a different philosophy too going into it. You know, it's like it could be a track that you know really well, but when you've been practicing all week, or in this case 2 weeks, potentially for a wet race, and it gets dry, it can totally throw you off your game, even if you're good at the track.
I tried it my own setup between dry and wet. The balance of the car changes so much. Even I have adjusted the tire for it, and the setup itself is just so different when it got dried. It is something the driver will have to adopt somehow.
Yeah. It is one of the reasons I don't like running wildly different setups in the wet versus in the dry.
Yeah.
It makes it harder to adapt to variable conditions.
That's the weird part. My wet setup is mostly based off of a dry setup. So I've never drive the drive setup by itself, but yeah, it changes a lot. So I've seen chat saying in D3 rains at 30 minutes, so extra drama.
Ooh. That'll be a fun one to watch back.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to watch that later tonight. What my friend's racing there, so.
Well, I'm not hoping that everyone in front of me does poorly, but in the standings,
there's a good chance it may. So the rain god said so. That would be trippy though.
Yeah, there is something. I do love me a variable weather race. It's always a blast, but you know, when you're talking about something like this, there is something to be said for predictability, and we're gonna have some pretty static conditions here, it looks like. So I'm sure that most of these drivers are probably thankful for that they don't have to worry too much about their strategy.
All right, so we are coming to the last turn into the front straight. Oh, so that was Dick Zipperburn Sr. I see. So juniors racing in D3, that's right. Waiting for green light.
Green light, go.
And we go green at wet bowling. Surely wet here. We're juggling for position.
Oh,
that's a little
big
white
move.
Yep, a lot of. Oh, I gotta go back. Oh my god. Oh, hey, actually it looks really civilized. Everyone's pointing the right way, mostly yes.
Yep. Making use of the whole track.
You pay for the whole track
limits, but see if we can keep it tidy through turn 2 here, or turn 3. Oh,
look in the back, looks good.
Movo and Tinny
there's some slight contact. Everyone's polite, yes.
Yeah.
We have 2 pit start tonight, so they're gonna be catching the pack real soon. Oh, penetration
Movo.
down turn 4. That would be Giordano.
The pit is now open.
Who punted a white car. Can't really tell.
That was Movo.
That's Movo?
Yeah.
Yes, that's Movo who got punted. That was some penetration. But nothing's expected. Not surprised it happens at turn 4. Turn 4 is really difficult, even when you're not ambitious. Now DK is eyeing down Townsend's spot.
Other than that severe penetration on Movo, we haven't had too much interruption of our positioning here.
Everyone's pointing the right. Mostly everyone's pointing the right way.
Looks like somebody just went off in the back. Who was that? Oh, no, we're good.
Mofo's passing. Nope, it's not quite pass. Wilkins got it inside, defending against Mofo. Giordano looks like he gave the place back to Mofo. Yes, he waited. Excellent sportsmanship. But with that much damage up front this early, you may want to repair that, because turn 4 is going to get only more difficult with less front aero.
You know, there is something to be said about that. I think in a wet race, I don't think your tires are going to be impacted quite as much going nearly a full hour versus going 30 minutes on them. So yeah, if you're losing time, this might be the race to take that early pit and not worry too much about your tires.
You get penalized a lot less in a wet for that. Well, on board with Merkmerson chasing down Harville, so not much change here position wise in the top 3. Harville gain a spot from Merkmerson, but they are still fighting for that spot. Hopping back to Conifero, eyeing down Basin's spot, and
oh, Hernandez just went wide on the last turn and got past.
And I'm replaying that. Oh, he probably jumped the yellow curb in the inside, looks like.
Just a little tap there.
Yep. Back onto Townsend right now. Townsend's fighting Ma. Ma got the inside in turn 1.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to go a little wide
clean.
there.
Yep. Now Townsend's in a sandwich. Ma's coming up through the field. Gained 2 spots so far. Townsend lost 1. Ooh, looks like is it Sarver? Sarver looks like he went wide. I'm replaying that. Down turn 4. Oh, penetration.
Oh.
Who is the penetrator? Oh, that's Cliff. I see. Ooh, poor luck from Solver again. So maybe coach
not quite been his race.
It has not been his race for quite a few weeks, sadly. Going up to DK, still eyeing the spot from Townsend. Townsend defending hard. Townsend is P2 and silver at the moment. He is coach's pick for silver win. Townsend putting up a defensive posture. Back to the racing line. DK think twice before diving. I'm going back to Foster. Looks like Foster got a place from Taft. Oh, that must have been before turn 10. I missed that on the replay.
Starting to get a couple good groupings going on. And these are the trains that you don't really want to be a part of, where if you're in the middle, you've got to deal with so much spray and then also contend with that driver behind you.
Yep.
Any chance you can do to get offline, and you got to see those braking markers. I know I do.
You have so much visibility and so much to worry about everywhere. Ooh. Dario is very defensive on turn 4. Movo, ooh, maybe there was contact. Unsure.
Ooh.
Movo got a spot from Dario at turn 5. Possible contact, cannot tell for sure. So P1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have a quite a good gap. Down to P6. P6 is Austin Townsend is being threatened by DK. Less than half.
Sarver with a little self-spin.
Ooh, let me
gotta
replay
think
that.
He goes in and repairs the damage now.
Yep, replaying Sarver, exiting turn 9. Braking to 10. Oh, the curb. There's a lot of yellow. That is a common one. I did that too many times here during practice, yeah. But Luckily, that didn't look too quick. The speed of impact, and Mercedes also built like a tank. I wonder if he can tank the damage for the rest of the race.
It's a good question because he took a serious shot to the back, but I don't know if it offsets with that front damage or just makes it that much more unbearable now. Oh, someone went off there.
Yeah, the gap in the top 10 is quite far spread now. It is really, really difficult to follow anyone though in the wet. Oh, someone went off. Looks like possible that would be Alex. Is that right? I don't think so. That is incorrect. Cannot tell. Back onto Movo. Threatening Connor. Ooh, Connor's very defensive through 10. Is he gonna get punished in the pit straight in turn? He may be.
Yeah.
Movo's okay. Connor defending.
Ooh.
Very rightfully so.
Interesting choice to go on the far outside there.
Yep.
In the wet, where you're going to be braking on the curbs a little bit. They both kept it tidy though.
Yep. Down to turn 2 and 3. The visibility, man, you can't see a thing. He lift, brake on the wet line, back into the dry. Man, must be sweating. Both of them.
Just waiting for that move, yeah.
Excellent driving by Movo though, from the back and this close, following within a 10th of Connor. Trying to bait a defend. Connor didn't buy it. Into 6. Mofo's definitely trying to bait a defensive move from oh, there we go.
It's an aggressive battle going on right here.
That was. Now they're side by side through 8. Still got half a car overlap, I believe. Into 9. Con Farrell still got the inside. Ooh, Connor got oversteered. Now they're fully overlapped into 10. That's a lot of curb by Mofo. Can he throttle out? They're pretty even, trying to squeeze. Light bump, light bump. Another one, another one. Yo, chill, bro. Okay, Mofo got it done. Got it done.
Interesting.
Mofo went really wide. Did not want to take a track cut penalty. So he had to lift massively. Now he may lose another spot to Lorenzo. Lorenzo come really close to Mofo at the moment.
Might have been a mistake, not taking that track cut.
Yeah, maybe should have spent a speed token.
I like that.
Because you get a spot, right? It's not just time here. You gain a spot that you fought quite hard for.
Yeah, well, not only that, but you're pulling Lorenzo back into the picture too.
Yeah.
And so now instead of being in the lead and defending, he's defending and trying to fight off this spray and attack Farrell.
Yeah. If he had any laugh, which I believe he probably would, just a guess because this race is early.
Ooh, who's
799? Who's that?
Wilkins.
Wilkins replaying that. Oh, that car does not look healthy. Let's go back
it did not
half
look healthy.
a minute.
It didn't look very healthy prior to this incident.
Oh yeah, that's a
unfortunately.
panel gap already. Into turn 4, I believe.
Aston Martin build quality right there.
The aesthetic copying the LFA panel gap. Oh, on the curb. Bonk. Yep, and the rear. Yeah, that's gonna need some duct tape. Movo and Connor are still going at each other. Looks like Movo got a move done. Let's see if I can replay that by chance. Yes,
I
yes.
missed it, unfortunately.
Yep, I'm replaying that on the screen. Oh, okay, got even in turns in entry of 10. Oh wow, very good side-by-side exit by Connor and Movo. Barrel tucked back in on the straight. Looks like Lorenzo made a mistake exiting 9, so... But he's still on the train, definitely. Let's see if Farrell can hold on to Movo.
If Movo can pull a little bit of a gap, then he can force Farrell and Lorenzo to fight each other, and then he's able to get away.
Get a little breathing room, and it looks like it's happening.
That's the ideal when you're at the front of these trains. It's it can be really nerve-wracking until you start getting, you know, like a half second to a second gap, and you can really just settle in and let the people behind you duke it out.
So Lorenzo's really looking for Farrell's spot within a 10th. Thought about it into turn 9. Exit wide. Maybe delay throttle input. Very conservative and safe also. Turn 10 can cause you quite a bit of damage if you get a little too greedy. I'm gonna jump forward onto Steve Foster into Sauver. Sauver almost take one up the butt again. Oh, that was tight. Foster barely dodged them.
I think that was a break that Sarver desperately needed tonight. To not get another one.
Yep. I'm gonna hop on with Townsend, chasing down Thomas Ma.
I've been watching this for a little bit, and interestingly, our top 6, 7 have sort of. Sean's running away with it right now so far.
Yep.
He's got himself a nice gap, but everybody else is kind of settled in. You know, not too close to each other, not really fighting, just getting spray.
It is so hard
and just
to
driving the race.
I mean, to meet my skill set, following in the drive within 8 tenths is hard enough, and they're doing that in the spray. That's some skill.
Yeah, I think in the dry, I think following under second is where it starts getting a little bit more complicated. But
yep,
in the 162's off Lorenzo.
162 Lorenzo. Let me replay that. Oh, he went to pit immediately. Oh my god. Okay.
I believe that's a forced pit.
Mandatory
I'm not
pit.
sure he was intending to pit there, but he pit there.
That was very mandatory.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you choose your pit, other times the pit chooses you.
Yep. Looks like Townsend dropped back from Ma a little bit, and Ma caught up to Caleb.
But yeah, like you said, man, following within about a second of people within the wet is, like, honestly, I would prefer to be a second away from somebody in the wet than to be, like, really battling them for position, because that's when you just can't see anything.
And then you risk both of you losing points.
Yeah, you're honestly, you're relying on a mistake being made, or, you know, just really having a knowledge of the track and the other driver.
A lot of trust has to go in there.
Yeah, there is a lot of trust there. ACC is not always the best in terms of brake lights, as I mentioned before with the 992. So seeing in the wet where people are braking is not the easiest thing in the world with dealing with all that spray.
So Lorenzo has a 50-second stationary, so he definitely has some damage to repair. Alex Giordano, 82 seconds. Wilkins also 82 seconds repair stationary.
Yeah, Alexander. Oh, he just got a little bump too. He pit early on, so let's see if that does anything for him. Since there's only 3 people who have pit so far, and I believe Giordano was the first one to do so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he got tagged a little bit in turn 1.
Also, I'm going to apologize in advance if I butcher anybody's name. I did not have a chance beforehand to read through any pronunciation guides before
Name
this
in
race.
general is difficult.
Yeah.
Ooh, Foster and Sarver is back at it. Hopefully no penetration. Oh, Foster's eyeing left and right for Sarver's spot. Inside of 9. A lot of curb.
Ooh.
Sarver gave plenty of space on the exit. May have gotten scared. Or just straight up mistake. But he lost a spot in turn 10 to Foster. Fight's not done. Sarver's eyeing the inside in turn 1.
That might have that taken that last turn super wide might have actually helped him out there.
Yeah.
He got
Sarver got a spot.
run.
Ooh.
Oh no.
That was tight. Now drag race down to turn 2, 3. So what the?
Oh no.
Okay, it's still happening. Still happening. Just the camera glitch out. Down to 3.
Starver backed out. You got to think this is where Starver's really worrying about that air.
Yo,
damage.
that acceleration's good. Sarver's gonna get inside of 4. 773 got yellow. I'm not gonna jump out from here. Looks like turn 10 inside. Foster got outside. Got outbreak by Sarver. Steven
looks like
skipping a spot.
773 had a little self spin. He's back on track now after hitting the wall, but
Yeah. Turn 10 exit can do that to ya.
yep. Oh,
Foster's all over Steven.
Inside.
Turn 9. Okay, tidy. Steven went white last time. And 10.
Tidy there.
Also tidy, but Foster's also tidy right in the draft.
And don't forget, Starver's got all that damage.
Yep. Thought about it. Wide. Should take it.
Isn't really
Should
going to
just
win
take
any
it.
drag races, but
Yeah. Yeah, Sarver's just taking that. Pedal to the metal. Squeeze him on the inside. Foster's still eyeing for the chance. Not quite turn to equalize them. Not equalize them. Solidify Steven.
So Foster's playing it smart because he can, if he can keep showing like he's going to make a move, not only can that throw Sarver off, but he's also not in his spray.
Yeah,
So
that's
if he
one
stays to the
advantage.
inside, then if he can stay close enough to make Sarver think that he's going to make a move, eventually Sarver might make a mistake.
Because he has to drive with his eye on the rear view mirror. I'm gonna hop forward to Ma
Oh,
and Caleb. Looks like they're coming to a blue flag, I believe. Yes, that would be Andy. He needs to yield soon to keep the
Sarver
fight
just
going.
pit.
Okay. May not be a bad choice. The question is he fixing his damage? Townsend is also coming through the blue flag.
I gotta think that unless he forgets to turn it off, at this point, I don't see any reason to fix that damage if you've gone 20 minutes already with... he's had it for most of the race, so you gotta think he's feeling comfortable enough with how the car feels to keep going. No sense in wasting the extra time. Ooh.
Mine's still side by side with Caleb.
Movo just blew through the braking zone at turn 2, or turn
Replay.
1, I'm sorry.
Yep. We're playing that.
Fortunately, no issues there, but
Oh, Foster saw it, so good spot.
that's
Back
a little
into
bit
the
of a
battle of
for him.
P4, 5, and 6. We got Caleb Tanney, Thomas Ma, and Austin Townsend. So Bonglo looks like it's just an overtake. Let me see if I can catch that in the replay. Overtaking Dario. Oh, Dario just braked way too early on turn 6.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about.
Yeah, maybe he just feared for a dive. It's possible. Oh, Townsend just took advantage of mass traffic and tipped over to Caleb.
No.
Yeah, he got caught red-handed, and Ma just got 2 spots for free. Not 2, 1 spot. But that is definitely on Austin's fault. Easy.
You gotta think that he didn't see that car ahead. He was too busy focused on the move
On
and
Ma,
did not see
yep.
that car ahead.
Yep.
Those are always rough.
Yep. It is easy when you're fighting side by side and you just miss. There's a car further up ahead. Now with
DK's battling Townsend.
Yep.
Right now. Battle for P5.
Sarva looks like he's just made a move on Cleve. Let's see if I can replay that. Oh, was that a pit pass? It's possible.
Yep.
Oh, yes, it was.
Oh. DK ran wide. There goes his gap to Townsend.
The Bonlio were on board, chasing Connor Farrell, and we got Dario trailing behind.
Our leaders are starting to come up to a lot of lap traffic right now, which could make things a little interesting.
So far, it looks. Ooh, that's wide.
Way wide.
Free spot for Dario. Hop backward to P17 with DeMaio. Ooh, Basins went really wide and oversteer on turn 3.
We're seeing a lot of that in...
DeMaio took a free spot.
Seeing a lot of that in turn 3, honestly.
Yeah. You pay for the whole track, use the whole track, right?
Yeah. I mean, not in the wet. That's sort of the opposite of what you want to do.
Everything painted is so sketchy here.
Yes.
We're on board with Tanny, chasing down DK. Caleb got brought back here by Townsend's penetration. See if a DK put up a good fight. DK pace has been matching a Townsend's fairly well, so. Now the top 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers are separated about 4 to 5 seconds each. It's quite a spread.
Well, I would say that they're able to sort of run their races, but there is a lot of lap traffic that they're running into, and so even if the blue flags let them by reasonably soon, that's still a lot of spray and a lot of hassle to deal with.
Looks like a P2
could bring
comes
down those
in.
gaps.
It is. It's a short, small track, so the car density is quite high.
Yeah. We'll see what happens, but Harville might have the right move. Just not dealing with the blue flags and going ahead and pitting. It's only 32 minutes left.
In a dry race, this is about the textbook time to come in, but if you haven't noticed, this is not dry. Actually, I wonder if you have a perfect car, I would consider pitting it a lot later, because wet tire just doesn't have the tire deck that dry does.
That's true, but you're still dealing with traffic, and even if they're letting you through quickly, that's still time lost every lap that you're dealing with lap traffic. It's
but
time
I still
lost.
see
It's inability to see. We'll see what ends up being right.
And Harfield's coming out. Whoa, did I see that correctly? Yeah, I think he just gave his race away. 6 seconds stationary, 36-second pit delta, and it has not cleared his mandatory pit. So I think Corey just went in and ruined his own race.
You're saying he didn't take tires?
Exactly what I'm saying.
Oh.
That is unfortunate. Yeah, because I would argue that staying out, having blue flag yield to you is better than coming back into the pack where you have to elbows out everyone else, where they're not obligated to yield.
That's always a crapshoot on where you end up.
You just gotta somehow hope or know to place yourself out of the pit in a nice spot.
Yeah. Well, that's right. You don't want to pit too early, because then, you're more likely to be dealing with blue flags and fighting for position. But
ooh, that may not be right. Connor Farrell got pushed out. That was a boot, but I don't know if Dario gave him enough space to be on the racing surface. So, possible, arguable. Possibly.
We'll leave that one to the stewards.
Yeah.
Not me this week.
But it would suck either way, at fault or not, for Connor to take that damage. Yep, Harvey was coming back into the pit.
That's unfortunate, but he's got the fastest lap of the race. That's
he
really
does,
unfortunate.
right? So he is a good chance, at least podium. It should not be difficult for that kind of pace. But he had a faulty pit.
He was running, he was running fairly clean too.
Yep, he was. There we go. 34 seconds stationary for Harfield. So barely over optimal. Pretty good pit considering everything. Not bad at all, but the bad news is this is not his first pit.
Yeah.
He will be coming out P20.
Yeah, unfortunately well behind a few others who have already pit, so
yeah, I am looking.
He's got a lot to make up. Let's see. Hey, let's see if he can reel him in. He certainly has the pace to do just that. But let's see. He's currently at an 11-second gap to Foster in front of him. So we'll see how that develops.
So total pit delta is 60 seconds. So he technically has still in not a bad place. He is top 10 is possible. But top 10 is still not exactly what he wanted when he's comfortably sitting in the podium.
Oh, absolutely.
Garcia just came off the pit, right behind Giordano. Beeson chasing Di Maio. Merckson just came into the pit. On board with Caleb Tanny chasing DK. Looks like Sean and our current leader is definitely going quite long, maybe taking advantage of the tire deck of wet tires.
He also just has no one near him. He has such a huge gap.
Oh, he is quite some gap in front of him, yeah.
So Movo with his damage just set our purple lap. And then I jinxed him by
Let's see.
mentioning it, and
Movo
he
has a
got little
perfect pit,
squirrely.
so he did not repair.
Correct. Yeah, I can still see that damage on the rear. It doesn't look like it slowed him down though, and he's trying to reel in Guarin right now.
Connor Farrer just come into the pit. Beeson is still chasing Di Maio. Back up to Tanny. Oh, let's see. DK and Tanny pit together. That's interesting. I think it is always interesting when two drivers are battling pit in the same lap. I feel like it's always an odd decision.
You know, sometimes, man, you're behind and you make the decision before realizing that the other person's gonna do it, and you can't back out. Some of these tracks are really not forgiving if you try to make a last-minute decision change. So, not familiar with this track, but oh, Garcia is forced pit potentially.
Ooh, let me replay that. Can he go
Just
out?
a little self spin. He can.
Can he go out? Oh, that may be against traffic a little bit. Let's see if I can replay that. 30 seconds back. Okay, nice.
He's got plenty of space to do so.
Coming into turn 9 on the replay of Garcia. Wide away from the apex. Or wide on the exit. GG.
Wilkins just spun it, and I think he's calling it. Yeah, he just left. That's always a frustrating thing to have happen. Is you just have mistakes and accidents and feel like you don't want to continue.
So it looks like Caleb beat DK in the pit by 4 seconds of pit delta. So Caleb did earn this or get the spot by pitting together. I
wonder if DK had a little bit of minor damage that he repaired and just forgot to turn off.
Yeah, maybe he just forgot. Because in that case, when I see driver behind is pitting, I probably will turn that off and just get out as quick as possible.
I try not to leave that to like when I'm in the pit lane because I will forget.
Yep.
I need to be on the straight 10 laps before I pit going, okay, I'm not repairing this damage.
I usually have that turned off before the formation laps or during the formation laps.
That's smart. You would think I would think to do that more frequently, but I don't.
And only repair as I got into trouble. So it looks like Sean also repaired.
Pitt.
Yes. Near perfect stop. plus 2 seconds from perfect. Not bad at all. How far is he from Merckson? Comfortably 6 seconds. Whoa. What happened? Okay, about 6 seconds, 5-6 seconds between Merckson and Sean. So that is still a comfortable gap, but Ma is threatening Merckson, so We're on Taft versus Foster.
Oh, he's going
In the inside.
Foster just gave him the space.
Yeah,
it
he didn't
looks
really
like.
fight for it. Now it's tucked right behind, going down into turn 4.
He might have just thought that Taft was going to go wide
Yeah.
and tried to avoid it. And,
Got the inside. Ooh.
And then he does go wide there.
Yeah. Turn 4, got Taft, got the spot back. Foster still leading between the two. Actually running away from it, from that turn 5 mistake pretty quickly. The Bonglio's pitting. Hernandez coming out of the pit. Dario's all still in the pit. Going up to Ma, chasing down Merckson. So it looks like Sean's gap's going to get widened if Merckson's keep driving with his eye to the rearview mirror.
Yeah, this is our tightest battle right now.
Ma has a tighter 4. A big lift before braking for 5 for safety. Definitely very, very difficult to follow each other, but he's doing an excellent job. Tab is still in the pit. That looks quite long. There we go. Not that long. 3 plus perfect stop. 3 seconds away, longer than a perfect stop. So not too terrible.
No, not with ACC, which makes it very, very hard to have a perfect stop.
It is. Oh, Taft just got a DT. So his nearly perfect stop got a lot uglier.
Yep. Not so perfect.
I wonder how motivated is Ma to overtake Merckx. I haven't seen a lot of fake move yet.
So they are coming up to
Yes.
16, 17, and 18 right now. So that's going to make this a little bit interesting to see where they can get through and essentially who's going to get screwed by lap traffic and who's
Yeah,
not.
who's gonna get screwed? Especially it's a pack of 3, so it's quite a few of them.
Yeah. Because none of those 3 are really going to want to give up
They are fighting for
that
their spot
gap,
as well.
because they are fighting, but they are blue flags. So they have a lap. See what they decide to do here.
This should be within a second, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, that is very much within a second in some. And the Mayo is not yielding.
If I was DeMeo, I would have. I think I would have given it up on the straight, because that's going to probably lose you the least amount of time.
And hopefully,
compared to some of these other spaces.
yeah, and you can ride the coattail of the lead car.
Yeah.
And because you have the rest of the lap to stay behind them and hopefully plow through your opponent. Okay. In turn 3, he lost so much time here, dude.
A lot more time lost there.
Yeah, he should have yielded in turn 1 to save himself some trouble.
Oh, someone's off. That's going to make that one easy.
That's Basin. Yep.
So
He
it looks
lost
like
a spot.
Enriquez came out the winner of this
In the 3-pack.
blue flag battle.
Yep.
He's going to be way ahead.
know, Rick is definitely like a nice advantage to the two of them behind.
Yeah.
And then probably yield right here after this last turn. Oh my, so close to Merksen. Excellent.
Yep.
And yield, perfect. Tuck right back into the draft. Mas, think about it. Diving in inside, Merksen didn't really defend. Very tight.
Ooh, what a move.
What a dive, yeah. Very clean. I'm gonna go back a little bit. DeMail got gotten by Basin, looks like. Oh, he went, oh, I see. He donated spot for free.
That's not ideal.
And Alexander is in the back now wanting another spot from DeMail now. We got Andy in the back, P22 chasing P21, like Alejandro. Oh, Dobaldo just got Harville. Let me see if I can replay that. That would be a surprise. Oh, Harville must have a big boo-boo exiting 10 with that speed delta in the pit straight.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Back on the Giordano, chasing the Mayo. Back into P21-22. Alejandro versus Andy. Alejandro defend in turn 9. Oh, he just gave that for free. Let me see if I can replay that. Exiting 9 looks like. Oh, he defended too hard. Probably messed up his entry reference. Yep. Gave the spot up for free. Did Foster get a place too? Yeah, Foster got a place out of that. Oh, Foster is a lap ahead, I believe. Yes, correct.
We'll say, looking at this track, again, not having driven here, this feels like a very forgiving track in terms of going wide. In the wet, at least, you've got a lot of runoff areas. You're not going to have a lot of spots where you can't easily recover.
Yeah, that is usually true.
Plenty of places where you're not just going to run straight into a wall,
yep.
like some other tracks.
You just gotta accept your defeat and let off the throttle. If you're on the throttle in the wet paint, that's when you get in trouble. If you just would not admit that you made a mistake.
Yep. But you know, Lizard Brain says press go fast pedal.
Exactly. Harville's in the pit again? What's up?
He must have gotten damaged at some point, because we saw him coming out of turn 10 going real slow, and now he's back in the pit. So
he's a
I don't know if he's having technical
already.
issues or if he's repairing damage that we didn't see.
Now Movo is side by side with Hernandez and ahead. Hernandez looks like he just yielded. Okay.
Yeah, he's got to have some damage. He's still in the pits.
I wonder if he's gonna come back out at all at this point.
That's a good question.
Now he's in the
that
back.
quickly put him down to P last, unfortunately, and he's had such a good running. I will say, I'm gonna pull up where he is.
Harville said he parked it. He called it good in the chat. GG. What's wrong? Well, obviously you got penetrated early from P2. But why calling it? Still got the purple though, so.
You got the purple. I mean, I guess you're gonna get the points for 23rd no matter what.
Yep.
Which isn't insignificant points.
Yeah. Always stay in the server. Always.
Yeah, when I get angry, I don't.
I see. I told my old teammate, just walk it off. Leave the wreck and leave your car there.
So we still got a decent battle between DeMeo and Beeson for P16 going on as they continue to have to let traffic go by.
So from Harvey, it looks like the first mistake on the pit that he didn't change tire may have been a bug, looks like. 6-second stationary pit. Then looped in 10. T10, yeah, last turn. That is so easy to do. Oh, Harfield quit the server. Okay.
Interesting.
Definitely would have stayed because I would say he was quite likely to keep that purple.
Yeah, that would have been another good.
A point's a point, y'all.
A point
is a point, and then P23 is still the point there is not insignificant.
Yeah, I think it's 20 points.
Sounds about correct.
20
Oh,
something.
the Mayo make a big boo boo out of 9.
Oh.
And I have to yield to DK.
Okay, that's what he was doing.
Yep. Brought him right back to Giordano.
Oh.
Ooh, Alexander is right in the inside. Took
advantage of that there.
Yep. And we have Townsend in the back. A lap ahead of DeMeo. Alex versus Alejandro still going on. They've been battling these two green cars, has been going on for at least half a race. Alejandro defending on the inside, coming into turn 3. Andy's ahead but have the outside. Oh, that's excellent Porsche acceleration. Now Andy got the inside into turn 4. A very understeery corner. Alejandro keep his place on the outside. A little squiggly from the Porsche. Still side by side into 6.
That's
Andy,
good racing right here.
Yeah, Andy gave him plenty of space.
Oh,
now Taff is
slidey.
right back.
Yeah.
Turn into a 3-car train.
Hard to stay consistent in the wet when you're going on the attack like that, especially when you're spending so much time offline or too wide or taking weird corner. You don't have the grip in the dry, and you certainly don't have it in the wet.
The line is just very different from what you have been practicing.
Yeah. Oh, that's
that
a backwards car.
Yep. Oh, is that backward?
He was backwards. Who was that? That was Foster.
Let me see if I can catch that on the replay. Half a minute. Coming to T1. Oh yes, he hopped a Mario curb. Yep. Anything yellow, you're not supposed to touch those here in the wet.
I mean, let's be real. You're not supposed to touch that thing in the dry either.
Not either. That's very true. Especially those in the inside.
That's not a curve. That's a ramp, dude.
Cliff versus Sarver. Fighting for P9. Oh, move a lot of spot to Hernandez. Let's see what happened. Oh, that's why. Can he save it or did he boop? He saved it though.
He saved it.
Lost a spot, at least no damage.
Yeah, I don't think Movo can afford any more damage too. He took a decent amount early on.
Yep. And didn't fix it, which is agreeable, not fixing those. But yeah, a damage on turn 10 is usually quite costly. Back onto Basin, leading Alexandra, leading Carl. A pack of 4 at the late end of the race can be dramatic if a driver get a little ambitious.
People getting a little hasty, you know.
Taff got a spot out of Guarin. Alejandro brake for turn 4. Looks like didn't brake enough. Yes, correct. Went to the gravel.
Oh, that's a huge. Oh, he's not the only one that did it though.
Yeah.
He could have lost a bunch of spots there, and it looks like he only lost one.
One, yep. And some of them, I believe, are a lap ahead as well.
Sarver might be getting past going into turn 1 here.
Yep. By Cliff, side by side.
Oh.
Went off track a little. I don't know if he's going to get penalized or not. He definitely lost that spot at the moment. Yes.
That Mustang made things a little interesting there.
It did. It did. That's Garcia, I believe, who is a lap down. Let me double check. Correct. Yeah. That's Garcia, at least a lap down.
I will say, for all of his early woes, seeing Sarver in P10, man, he's had a pretty consistent race when it's been in his control.
It is. I wouldn't say a comeback, but afterward, he drove the race he has very well.
It's been a little while since I've driven it, but I don't think that Merc is a slouch in the wet. It's pretty solid.
Taff looks like got a spot from Andy. Down turn 4. Did not replay far enough. Oh, go back and forth in turn 4, 5, 6.
Keeping it tight though.
They're still at it. Ooh, Andy just went and a boop at the end. That's Andy, correct?
Oh, no.
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
Alex versus Mike. In last lap, Alex, right here, got a 3/10 advantage down on the inside on 9. I got more than overlap and inside on 10. It looks like he's compromised on 10. Let's see if he can catch up.
I think Enriquez just let him go and was content with letting one position go by rather than risking accident there.
Yeah, Carl is in the back too.
Yeah. Giordano made that move stick. And got a nice little run out of it.
Yeah, I believe he has a pace advantage to run away to feel a little safer in the back. Oh my god, the rear looks sketchy. With Movo right now, chasing down Hernandez.
He's trying to reel him in. Let's see if this traffic helps him out. Not right now.
We'll see who got a short end of the stick.
So far, it looks like it's Movo.
Yeah. Hernandez is right back to Movo, and they are still contending with another blue flag in front of Hernandez. A little too much curve by Mofo on 9. And the blue flag's yielding. Very good. 1 spot or 2 spot. Let's see how much he yield.
Oh.
That's Eric's. That is so sketchy. Oh my god, my heart.
The window is now closed.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
not sure he could. He decided on whether or not he was going to let one car or both cars through, and almost ended up letting neither car through.
Yeah. And killing him and Movo together.
Yeah. That definitely closed that gap for Movo, though.
Yeah,
so
and
it kind of worked out.
because he couldn't decide. Now Beeson got a spot off of him. I'm replaying that. Yep. Up to turn 3 because he got so slow on the exit on turn 1 when he could not decide to let them go or not. It actually cost him for not letting him go.
Yeah.
The leader's on final lap now.
I mean, that's usually the case. Is indecision hurts a lot more than the wrong decision a lot of times. Or not the wrong decision, but a suboptimal decision
that you make quick enough.
Yeah, that's honestly that's the challenge of multi-class racing too.
That is very true.
Is dealing with that and just knowing you don't really think about it. You just gotta be like, this is what I'm going for. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hope the other car does this, and you've got to live with it. But if you don't make a decision, man, it makes it so much worse for everybody.
I'm looking forward to that. I will be joining on MCM soon. So
very nice. I've got to find Fridays again to make time for that.
Because I lost my Wednesday racing, so I'll be joining MCM.
All right.
So last lap for Mofo to make a move. Oh my god! Oh no! Okay.
Oh man.
I'm gonna see if I can replay that, see what happened up top. Did he just missed his reference? Seems like that's the case. Yeah, he missed his reference.
I think he also couldn't just decide what he wanted to do either. He went outside and inside.
Inside, yeah.
And was just really late. Oh, that is so frustrating to see.
Oh, Alex. Did Alex got a boo-boo? I saw a yellow. I'm trying to replay that. So Sean finished the race, yes. Oh, I missed the replay. Yeah, Alex got a boo-boo at the last sector 2 of the race.
Man.
All right, coming into DK, finishing up. And then we have Townsend, P6, Hernandez, Diego Hernandez coming to 10. We got Carr and Sauber behind. A Cliff, sorry.
So Sean ran a very clean race, and I think sort of proves what happens when you in a wet race when you just aren't really around people and you're not fighting any. Like, he didn't really fight anyone this whole race.
No, he has been comfortable.
He didn't have the fastest lap. He didn't need to have the fastest lap, and he still had an 8-second lead for the win.
It's nice when you don't have to push.
Absolutely.
And Dario? And we have 3 drivers who did not finish. All right.
Looks like Tenny was our silver winner too for the night.
Let's go to the race chat and see if I can talk to anyone.
Sean's in there. You want to pull him up?
Yes, let's do that. Good eye. Hello, Sean. This is
hello.
The commentators here. How was your race? Was it stressful at all? Even if it's red, it didn't look like it was that stressful from our point of view.
I was sweating a little bit at the end when I saw the gap to Ma start coming down, but yeah, mostly it was just hot lapping.
How did the blue flag treat you?
Actually, blue flags weren't too bad. I got behind a couple of people on the straight that I needed to end up going around and kind of dive into T1, but otherwise, I think I had kind of planned, once I had gotten out in front at the start, I'd kind of planned to pit late to sort of avoid all that if I could, let as many people at pit as possible, and I think it worked out pretty well.
So would you say your late pit felt okay on your tires, even though you pitted late?
Yeah, it was all right. They were starting to get a little slick in the last 1 or 2 laps before I pitted, but nothing too bad, honestly. I could have gone a little longer, I think.
How was the level of rain? Did it change much for you?
No, honestly, I think I was really lucky with that one. Most of the practicing I did was in that kind of like mid to light rain, so I was super used to the track in these conditions. Yeah.
Well, that was a quite dominating drive. How are you feeling for next week?
Fantastic. Zandvoort's my favorite track, so
okay.
I'm feeling
Nice.
great to carry this into next week. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah.
Talk to you again next week, yeah?
Well, I do believe that will provisionally put you on top of the standings going into next week.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't see Kirkland up there. Did he race today?
Yeah, he cannot race tonight. Yep.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Right on. So hey, thanks for commentating, guys.
Yeah.
You've been doing a fantastic job.
Great race, Sean.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, let's see who else. So Merkson and Tanny, right?
Yeah, Tanny was our
Silver
silver driver.
Let's do that. Let me double check. I'm clicking on the correct name.
That would be awkward.
Hello, Caleb.
Well,
hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Perfect.
So
we're good this week then.
You are the silver winner. How was the race? Was it easy? Because from what we could see, you guys up top have quite a gap. So did you feel like you had to push to chase, or you were just contented where you were, so you were just kind of chilling for 60 minutes?
Well, if I'm honest, I kind of lose sight on who's gold and who's silver once we're in the thick of the race. So I, just trying to do my best with the ranking on that. So I see now that I had quite the gap to second, but yeah, I'm just focused on how many more positions ahead of me I can gain. So.
Well, even within the overall standings, it sort of spread out pretty quickly amongst the top 5 or 6 drivers.
Yeah, I noticed that. I had a turn 3 incident. I don't remember what lap it was, but before my pit.
Yep.
Yeah, so that I was worried was gonna mess me up, but luckily when I got back on track, I noticed I still had a pretty sizable gap behind me. So I was like, use that as an opportunity to, okay, let's like get focused again and try and keep it clean. And then the rain started to let up a little bit, and I noticed you started to get more grip as the race goes on, and so that also made it a little easier to hold that consistency.
I was actually
Well, you did a great job, yeah.
because you, like you said, you got bombed in turn 3. How was the damage? Did you take any?
Yeah, I had about 3 seconds of bodywork damage. So,
I see.
Yeah, it didn't affect me too badly.
Did you repair it or did you not?
I left it. Usually if I have light enough damage like that, I noticed afterwards the rain was letting up and I was still staying on track. So usually if the situation's like that, I'm going to keep the bodywork damage off, try and save the 3 seconds. And that paid off for me when I pitted, because I was following one of the Ferraris and came up right behind him coming into the pit, and I got out of him ahead of him probably by like 3 seconds.
Yep.
We did see that. I think it was about a 6 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yep. He has a suboptimal pit, so you got him right there.
Yeah, so I was banking at that point.
Well, congratulate for the silver win, and just overall, it was a very good performance. Silver, regardless of that.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'll see you again next week, hopefully.
Sounds good.
Great racing.
All right.
What a race.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Merc, do we want to talk to him? Yeah, let's just try that.
Bring him on up.
Hello, Merc. Your mic's muted. I don't know if you want to talk to us. Hello. How you feel about your race?
Pretty good. I mean, it's my best finish in SRA, so it's hard to feel bad about that.
Well, congratulations for that.
Yeah, thank you. Watching Ma speed off ahead of me was a little disconcerting, and then Tenny charging up behind me as well. But yeah, it was good.
Do you feel the pressure when coach picked you?
Not so much pressure as just sort of I felt like I was gonna let everyone down. But yeah, like knowing that people are paying attention to you, definitely it sits in the back of your head.
Yep. You have been watched.
Yeah.
Can never let coach down though.
Yeah, I think he'll be proud of a P3.
I think so. Very consistent drive, I would say, overall. So good pace and good consistency.
Yeah, that's been my goal all season. Is just keep the car on the road, going at a decent pace. Yeah.
And it's extra hard this week when it is not dry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I did lots of practice races.
Okay.
So I felt pretty good about keeping the car on the road. I wasn't too keen on trying to fight people, so I'm pretty happy with how it turned out.
Looks like you did not have to fight too much. Is that true?
Yeah.
Aside from the later end?
It was pretty much in the first stint, I think Leitch and who was in P2, Harville, just kind of, I was staying with Harville for a little while, and then they just pulled away, and I went, okay, well, I'll just settle in and
do your own thing.
Put my laps in, and we'll see if I can get them in the pit stop. And then I think I must have come out ahead of Harville. I'm not sure what happened to him. I think he was sitting in the pits when I went by at some point.
Yeah. He got a bad pit, so he had to pit twice.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I came out P2, and I figured, okay, well, Ma has more pace than me, so he'll go by me eventually. We'll hold on to it as long as we can, and then it happened. It was kind of inevitable. So yeah.
Well, congrats for the podium. How do you feel about next week?
I don't even know what the track is next week, so I have no idea.
I think it's Zanny. Let me double check.
Oh, Zandvoort?
Zandvoort.
It'll be good. I'll probably bin it in the fast final corner.
Yeah, next week is Zanny.
Yeah. I'll probably wreck the car in that last corner. That's my prediction.
All right. Well, hopefully you won't do that, and maybe we'll talk to you again, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
All right. Congrats, and I'll take you back to the race chat.
Thanks so much.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Pretty sketchy race for being a wet, but also actually quite clean. We have left one, they behaved. They used all the track, but everyone was pointing the right way. We got good fight, great fight considering it's wet. So consistent driving from our D5 drivers here.
Yeah, and I think everybody sort of settled into a routine where they could and
not take too much risk.
Yeah.
Yep. So next week is Zandvoort, dry race. High traction demanding, a pretty low speed track. So we'll come back same time next week in Zandvoort.
Yep. I won't be here next week, but
all right.
I will be actually racing.
Nice.
Next week.
I'm jealous though.
Yeah.